Oh, this bloody hot weather. I thought we'd seen the last of this. And apparently, according to the weather forecast, we're going to get this for another couple of days. God, somebody please lead me to the nearest ice bath. Oh, you can keep your Indian summers. Oh, can't beat autumn. We shouldn't be getting this weather now. It's too hot, you know, it's not natural. Not natural at all, yeah. Anyway, guys, push that aside for a moment as we try and stay cool. Welcome to another video. Now, in this video, I would like to talk about my Reanimator collection. Now, I've only got 3 of them, starring Jeffrey Combs. Always loved the Reanimator movies, and actually, going back to 1986 when I got my first VHS video recorder, Reanimator was one of the first movies I rented out, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've had it on DVD, but then when I saw the Blu-ray, you know, I thought I've just got to have the upgrade to Blu-ray. So without further ado, let's just get into this. So the first one I'm going to show you is obviously the very first Reanimator movie. Jeffrey Combs is really on the money in this and that, you know, playing the mad scientist Herbert West and his sinister green formula and that, you know, that reanimates the dead with disastrous results. Yeah. But anyway, I don't want to go into too much about the story. I'll just read you the blurb on this Blu-ray, just in case you haven't seen it. So yeah, one of the most celebrated, outrageous, you can say that again, outrageously horrific and original horror films of all time, Stuart Gordon's Reanimator is a darkly comic tale that upped the 80s gore ante at a time when blood was already flowing freely. Brilliant, if somewhat deranged medical student Herbert West arrives at Miskatonic Medical School and immediately sneers at his professor's outdated views on death. Now, Herbert West has his own outlandish theories and has concocted a serum, the infamous green formula I referred to earlier, that will bring the dead back to life. Roping in fellow students Dan Kane, the shocking experiments work all too well with horrific and very messy results. So yeah, guys, if you haven't seen Reanimator, I highly recommend that you get yourself a copy of this. And this Blu-ray is absolutely pristine picture. I can highly recommend it. And that, you know, yeah, this is the best. Obviously, the first is nearly always the best. This, in my opinion, this is the best of the 3. The very first Reanimator movie. Yeah. So yeah, made in 1985, and it's got some special features there, guys. If you want to freeze your cameras just to take those in, guys. Yeah, absolutely love the Reanimator movies, yeah. And Jeffrey Combs, like, he's really on the money in that, you know, playing the deranged scientist Herbert West. This, now I don't know if any of you know this or not, but the Reanimator was actually based on a H.P. Lovecraft story called Herbert West Reanimator, which I've read and thoroughly enjoyed in that, you know. Yeah, a lot of H.P. Lovecraft stories have been adapted for, you know, for movies and that, and television films, and yeah. But this is a great movie, Reanimator. You know, it's really gory in that, you know, and I love the way the serum and that, you know, he sort of like injects it into them, and he starts sort of like, you know, reanimating them and that, you know, he starts to come to life. But again, as I said before, with disastrous results, yeah. But anyway, I won't go on too much about this movie in case you haven't seen it. So that's my first Reanimator movie I'd like to show you, the original Reanimator from 1985. Next one up is the sequel, Bride of Reanimator. Again, starring the fantastic Jeffrey Combs in the role as Herbert West. This is, I must admit, I didn't enjoy this quite as much as I enjoyed the first Reanimator. Still a good movie, like, it's a bit of a slow burner, but once it gets going, like, you know, it really packs a powerful punch, yeah. So if you haven't seen Bride of Reanimator, I'll just read you the blurb, just to give you an idea. Yeah, so the success of Stuart Gordon's his horror comedy Reanimator meant that a sequel was all but inevitable. The resulting follow-up, Bride of Reanimator, this time helmed by director Brian Yuzna, would prove that there was a good deal more life and death left in the story of Dr. Herbert West and his ghoulish exploits. Now, it's been 8 months since the bloody massacre at Miskatonic Medical School. Unperturbed by the disastrous outcome of his previous meddling with the dead, Dr. Herbert West, again played by Jeffrey Combs, continues his research into the phenomenon of reanimation. Only this time he plans to create life a la Dr. Frankenstein, starting with the heart of his young protege, Dan's dearly deceased Medj Halsey. Surely nothing could go wrong. With special effects master Screaming Mad George, the man behind the infamous shunting sequence of Society, on hand to contribute a host of characteristically weird and wonderful creations, The Bride of Reanimator is more than worthy successor to Stuart Gordon's original cult classic. So yeah, guys, if you haven't seen this, The Bride of Reanimator, I highly recommend that you get yourself a copy of this Blu-ray. Fantastic, yeah, 1989. And again, if you want to feast your eyes on those special features, guys, yeah, as I say, yeah, it's not a bad sequel to you know, to the original Reanimator, but I must admit I do prefer the first one, and that, you know. So I'll just show you inside. It's got a nice booklet here as well. So there's the disc. I'll just show you the booklet, guys. That was from the Arrow special edition that came out a couple of years ago. I should imagine that'll go for a very high price now. There he is, up to his old tricks again, Herbert West, played by Jeffrey Combs. Bride of Reanimator. Yeah, full of lots of fun, blood and gore in these Reanimator movies, and that, you know, they're a real fun watch. Not to be taken too seriously, yeah, but say they are a good, you know, they are a good watch, yeah. There he is again, the notorious Herbert West, with his infamous green serum. Yeah, okay, so there you go. That's the and there's the reversible artwork, guys. I say that's the cover from the original Arrow box set that they brought out a couple of years ago. But yeah, I switched it round on this one though, because I do prefer the first cover, this cover actually. Yeah, I do prefer that cover, yeah. So that is The Bride of Reanimator from 1989. And last but by no means least is Beyond Reanimator. Now, I tend to prefer this one more than I do I prefer this one to Bride of Reanimator, because in this one, Herbert West, it's many years after his experiments, and he's in prison this time, and he's up to his old tricks again, you know, reanimating the dead and that, you know. And this is a real fun movie, this and that, you know. It's very gory, you know. There's some really sort of like memorable parts in it, like this sort of like make you laugh out loud and that, you know. Very gory movie, yeah. If you haven't seen this one, I'll just read you the back of this DVD just to give you an idea. Now, you can't keep a good Reanimator down. It's been 14 years since we last saw eminent scientist, certifiable lunatic Herbert West, played by Jeffrey Combs, conduct his hideous experiments into reanimating the dead. 14 years since his last subject went on a killing spree that landed West in jail. 14 years to repent and sow the error of his ways. So has the good doctor learned his lesson? Not a bit of it. In fact, he's taken their experiments a few steps beyond, investigating a reagent that may return personality as well as simple motor reanimation to the dead. Yeah, real fun film, guys, Beyond Reanimator. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend that you go out and get yourself a copy. And it's just got a couple of special features there, guys, if you want to freeze your cameras just to take those in. And that's a fantastic picture on the front of Jeffrey Combs as Herbert Wester now, you know. Yeah, it's a real good movie. It's a real fun movie. There's nothing inside really. It's just you just get another photograph of Jeffrey Combs in the role. Yeah. So that's the third and final Reanimator, you know, Reanimator movie starring Jeffrey Combs. A couple of years ago, actually, there was talk that they were going to make a fourth Reanimator. Only this time it would be set in the White House. And it said something about like Herbert West would be reanimating the dead president, yeah, but it never came to fruition for some reason. Maybe budgetary limitations and that, yeah. But anyway, there's me 3 Reanimator movies. Anyway, guys, so you've got Reanimator, you've got The Bride of Reanimator, and then you've got the Beyond Reanimator. Right, do you like the Reanimator movies? Yeah, well, please feel free to leave your comments below. Yeah, and I'd just like to, while I'm here, I'd just like to say thank you to all my recent subscribers and that, you know. Really cool, guys, you know. I really appreciate your support and that, you know. And yeah, really made up and that, yeah. Okay, guys, well, that's it for now. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video about the Reanimator movies. And as I say, please feel free to share, you know, subscribe and leave your comments down below. Yeah, and all going well. I shall see you in the next video. Now you'll have to excuse me while I just go and cool down. See you guys.